Welcome, the spicy lady. Pressure does not break her, it reveals her. Most people only see the calm version of a SpicyLady-Sigma. The quiet confidence, the reserved smile, the effortless independence, but that is only the surface. You have never truly seen her until life tightens the screws. When things fall apart, when loyalty gets tested, when expectations rise and support disappears, something powerful shifts inside her. She does not panic loudly. She does not beg for reassurance. She never performs strength for attention. Instead, she transforms. Pressure sharpens her focus, silences her chaotic emotions, and puts her mind fully in control. She becomes observant, precise, and strategic. While others react impulsively, she recalculates. While others complain, she repositions, the most dangerous and powerful part. She does it all quietly. There are no dramatic announcements, no public breakdowns, no emotional outbursts. What you will witness is gentle distance, firm boundaries, and sudden decisions that feel unexpected, but have been carefully thought through for a long time. Under pressure, she reads people with perfect clarity. She notices who disappears, who manipulates, who stays consistent, and who shows their true colors. And once she sees the truth, she never unsees it. This is the hidden side of the SpicyLady-Sigma most people never understand. It is not hidden by choice. It only reveals itself when life demands maximum strength. And when it surfaces, she does not just survive the storm. She evolves through it. Stay with me until the end. What you'll learn today will completely redefine how you view true strength and the rare power of a SpicyLady-Sigma under pressure. Let's get started. Spicy Lady Point 1. Her emotional temperature drops instead of rises. When pressure rises, most people spiral emotionally. Their tone sharpens, their voice shakes, their decisions become rushed, and raw feelings take full control. But for a SpicyLady-Sigma, something opposite happens. Her emotional temperature drops instead of rising. This does not mean she feels less. In truth, she often feels everything more deeply. The difference is pure control. When tension fills the room, her pulse steadies, her breathing calms, and her mind clears of all mental noise. While everyone else reacts in real time, she processes situations in layered, logical depth. She creates intentional space between what she feels and what she chooses to do. She understands emotions are powerful fuel, but dangerous when unmanaged. Instead of suppressing her feelings, she redirects them. Anger becomes strategy. Disappointment becomes redirection. Hurt becomes sharp awareness. When facing personal betrayal, while others fire off impulsive messages or make reckless choices, she steps back to reflect. She asks herself critical questions. What did this teach me? What red flags did I ignore? What boundaries and changes do I need to implement now? Pressure turns her chaos into reflection, never reckless chaos. Her calm under stress often makes others uncomfortable. Many mistake it for indifference, assuming she does not care. But the truth is, she cares enough to stay in control. She knows words spoken in haste can never be taken back, and impulsive decisions leave lifelong damage. Under pressure, her strength lives in stillness, and that stillness is discipline power, not weakness. Point 2. Her decision speed dramatically increases when pressure strikes. Most people slow down to a crippling halt. They overthink every detail, replay past conversations, overanalyze every possible outcome, and get stuck paralyzed between choices. But one of the most striking hidden traits of a SpicyLady-Sigma is this. Her decision speed accelerates under chaos. Chaos does not confuse her, it simplifies everything. When tension rises, all the unnecessary mental noise fades away. Overthinking, imaginary worst-case scenarios, and self-doubt disappear. What remains is pure, unfiltered clarity. She only focuses on what matters right now, not endless hypothetical futures. This is not recklessness. It is hard-won experience. She has learned that hesitation under pressure costs far more than an imperfect, forward-moving decision. Instead of spiraling, she assesses instantly. What is the core problem? What are the hard facts? What are my available options? Then she chooses and moves forward. Imagine a workplace project suddenly collapses, with tight deadlines and team-wide blame shifting. While others freeze in fear of making the wrong call, she steps back, gathers essential information, and makes a firm decision that IT may not be flawless, but it creates forward momentum, and momentum solves chaos. This applies equally to personal relationships hitting a breaking point. While others linger for weeks, stuck between staying and leaving, she observes consistent patterns over empty promises. Once she sees the truth clearly, she acts. No drama, no announcements, just aligned, decisive action. Her speed comes from unshakable trust in her own judgment. Pressure forces her to cut through excuses, ego, and overthinking to focus solely on results. Her decisiveness is quiet but unbreakable. She may adjust plans for new information, but she never second-guesses herself endlessly. Under pressure, hesitation vanishes, leaving a sharp, purpose-driven woman who thinks fast and chooses wisely. 3. Fear transforms into structured action. Most people treat fear as a stop sign. When pressure builds, their thoughts scatter and they either panic completely or avoid the problem entirely. But a powerful SpicyLady-Sigma trait that only surfaces under pressure is this. She turns fear into structure. She never pretends to be fearless. She fully feels the tight chest, racing thoughts, and overwhelming uncertainty. But instead of letting fear control her, she uses it as actionable data. She grounds herself with simple, critical questions. What exactly am I afraid of? What is within my control? What needs to be handled first? Then she organizes, prioritizes, and executes that if she faces an unexpected job loss. While others sink into panic and self-pity, she takes intentional action. She lists expenses, calculates savings longevity, updates her resume, contacts professional connections, and builds a daily schedule for applications and skill growth. Her fear does not disappear. It becomes fuel for a clear, actionable plan. During family crises and high-emotion chaos, while everyone else is overwhelmed and reactive, she brings order to disorder. She assigns roles, delegates tasks, gathers critical information, and stabilizes the entire environment. This is not robotic behavior. It is intentional maturity. She understands fear is a signal that something important is at stake, not a reason to shut down. If a relationship leaves her uneasy, she analyzes its patterns. If an opportunity feels risky, she studies its flaws. Fear guides her, it never traps her. Under pressure, her mind shifts from emotional reaction to practical action. She breaks overwhelming big problems into small, manageable daily steps. She focuses on progress, not perfection. While others collapse in chaos, she builds systems. And those systems carry her through storms that would overwhelm most people. Point 4. She thinks in outcomes, not superficial impressions in high stakes. High pressure moments, ego and public image become completely irrelevant to her. That a defining trait of the SpicyLady-Sigma under pressure is that she prioritizes long-term outcomes over short-term impressions. While everyone else obsesses over how things look, she only focuses on what things will become. She asks, what will this decision create next week, next month, next year? She knows performative perfection earns temporary praise, but real results build lifelong stability. During workplace crises, while others scramble to protect their reputations and shift blame, she focuses solely on solutions. She identifies what needs immediate correction, who has the skills to fix it, and what system failed to cause the issue. She skips the image polishing and prioritizes damage repair. In tense personal relationships, while others fight to win arguments and prove they're right, she reframes her focus entirely. She asks herself, do I want to be right or do I want peace? Do I want temporary attention or lasting respect? This clarity reshapes every choice she makes. She sets difficult boundaries even if others label her strict. She steps back from familiar comfort if growth requires it, even if others misunderstand her. She never sacrifices long-term stability and peace for temporary approval. Under pressure, her priorities sharpen. Results over noise, impact over image, lasting legacy over instant applause. She does not act for the moment. She builds for the future. Point 5. She resets instantly after failure, and setbacks. Pressure does not guarantee success. Mistakes happen, miscalculations occur, and failures are inevitable. But how she responds is what sets her apart. That a powerful SpicyLady-Sigma trait under pressure is her ability to reset quickly after impact. She feels disappointment, frustration, and bruised pride deeply. She never pretends pain does not exist. But she refuses to dwell in it or build her identity around failure. Instead of replaying mistakes endlessly in her mind, she asks one empowering question. What is this teaching me? If a business idea flops or feedback is harsh, she does not take it personally and shut down. She studies data, listens to constructive criticism, identifies flaws in strategy, recalibrates her approach, and tries again with sharper focus that if she trusts someone who proves unreliable, she does not harden into bitter cynicism. She reflects on overlooked red flags, strengthens her boundaries, and turns the painful lesson into future protection. Her fast reset is not denial. It is disciplined growth. She knows staying stuck in regret drains energy that could be used for rebuilding. Under pressure, time is invaluable, so she processes efficiently, takes responsibility where needed, releases what she cannot control, and moves forward immediately. People often mistake her quick recovery for emotional detachment. They assume she does not care because she does not collapse publicly. But the truth is, she cares deeply. She just values growth far more than self-pity. She refuses to let one mistake define her path. Under pressure, her resilience shines bright. She bends, but never breaks, stumbles, but never stays down. She sees failure as feedback, not a permanent identity. 6. Pressure makes her more authentic, not less. Most people shrink under pressure. They water down their personalities, compromise their values, and second-guess their core beliefs just to survive tense moments. But the spicy Lady Sigma grows more fully herself under stress. Pressure does not change her character. It reveals and amplifies it. All the discipline, boundaries, quiet confidence, and intentional thinking she builds in private rises to the surface during public challenges that if she is naturally observant, pressure makes her hyper-attentive. If she values honesty, pressure makes her unapologetically direct. If she thrives on independence, pressure strengthens her ability to stand completely alone. Stress does not dilute her identity. It concentrates in toxic workplace environments where others compromise their integrity to avoid conflict. She stands firm in her values. She speaks honestly, rejects integrity-losing shortcuts, and stays true to her standards, not for praise, but because it is who she is. During personal crises where friends and loved ones show their shallow sides, she does not chase empty acceptance. She leans deeper into her authentic self, becoming more grounded, selective, and aligned with her truth. Pressure acts as a spotlight, exposing what is solid and what is fragile. For her, it highlights the quiet strength she has cultivated for years. People always expect her to crumble under weight. Instead, they witness a sharper, clearer, more unshakable version of her character. Under pressure, all masks fall away, and only her unbreakable substance remains. Point 7. Her loyalty becomes crystal clear and intentional when life grows intense. Relationships fade, commitments weaken, and most people compromise their values to survive. But under pressure, the spicy Lady Sigma's loyalty clarifies completely. She stops spreading her energy thin trying to please everyone. She identifies exactly who, what, and which principles are truly worth protecting. Her care does not disappear. It narrows into focused, powerful intention. She no longer wastes time on shallow connections, inconsistent people, or misaligned values. During chaotic family crises where everyone acts selfishly and erratically, she assesses calmly. She identifies who truly needs support, who can be trusted with responsibility, and channels her energy into meaningful solutions instead of scattered efforts that tested friendships facing betrayal or misunderstanding. She evaluates the bond's core. Is this relationship built on trust, respect, and alignment? If yes, she protects it fiercely. If no, she lets go gracefully, without drama or resentment. Pressure separates her fleeting connections from lifelong, meaningful bonds. This clarity extends to her core principles. She never compromises her ethics under stress. When situations threaten her values, she acts decisively to uphold her integrity. Her loyalty is never loud or performative. It is quiet, firm, and unmissable. Those who stand with her receive rare, unwavering support. Those who cross her boundaries quickly learn her patience has limits. Under pressure, she becomes a protector of what matters most. Her care is no longer scattered. It is concentrated, intentional, and powerful. Point 8. She accepts consequences instantly and moves forward. Most people waste massive amounts of energy resisting reality. When mistakes happen or consequences arrive, they make excuses, live in denial, and dwell on regret instead of moving forward. But a standout SpicyLady-Sigma trait under pressure is her ability to accept consequences faster than anyone around her. Pressure never paralyzes her. When failure, missed opportunities, or unexpected outcomes occur, she sees reality with perfect clarity. She acknowledges what happened, owns her part, and immediately focuses on next steps. This acceptance is not defeat. It is refusal to be trapped by the unchangeable. When a major project fails after heavy investment, she does not spiral into blame or self-pity. She analyzes what worked, what failed, what lessons she gained, then pivots her strategy entirely. When personal decisions lead to difficult consequences, conflict, loss, or leaving toxic spaces, she takes ownership without guilt-tripping herself. She learns, adjusts, and advances. She never wastes time wishing circumstances were different. She only focuses on what she can control and improve. This trait gives her a massive advantage in chaos. While others remain stuck in regret, blame, and denial, she is already planning solutions and taking action. Acceptance clears her mind, unlocks hidden options, and lets her operate with intelligence instead of emotion. Under pressure, she turns setbacks into forward momentum, using consequences as a tool for growth, not a weakness. 9. She becomes extremely resourceful with almost nothing when options are limited and resources are scarce. Most people panic, complain, and freeze up entirely, fixating only on what they lack. But a remarkable SpicyLady-Sigma trait under pressure is her innate resourcefulness with minimal resources. Pressure never intimidates her. It sharpens her vision to see opportunity where others only see obstacles. She does not wait for perfect conditions, perfect plans, or endless guidance. She works with exactly what she has. Her core question in scarcity is always, how can this work? Facing sudden financial setbacks, while others panic and stall, she reorganizes priorities, cuts unnecessary expenses, and creates new income streams with her available resources. She turns scarcity into a navigable challenge on under-resourced professional projects with limited time, staff, and materials. While her team fears failure, she innovates. She reallocates existing resources, builds makeshift functional solutions, and turns dead ends into unexpected opportunities. Her resourcefulness is not a talent. It is a survival mindset forged through experience. She knows circumstances are temporary, but intentional action creates lasting results. She never waits for ideal conditions to start moving forward. This adaptability inspires everyone around her. People trust her leadership because she remains calm, solution-focused, and innovative in the worst chaos. Under pressure, she transforms limitations into strategies, obstacles into wins, and scarcity into opportunity. What others deem impossible, she simply sees as a challenge waiting to be solved. Point 10. She thinks 3 steps ahead of everyone else. Most people live reactively, only responding to the chaos of the present moment and dealing with consequences as they arrive. But the most powerful SpicyLady-Sigma trait under pressure is her ability to think 3 steps ahead. Under stress, her mind becomes hyper-strategic. While everyone else is consumed by immediate conflict and chaos, she scans the full situation, anticipates unseen outcomes, and plans ahead of time. Pressure does not confuse her. It focuses her in workplace conflicts where others argue over immediate disputes and create new problems with poor reactions. She observes silently. She predicts ripple effects, anticipates future challenges, and pre-plans solutions before crises escalate. In personal situations where loved ones make risky, impulsive decisions, while others react emotionally, she evaluates long-term consequences and positions herself to guide outcomes safely. Her foresight is not about controlling everything. It is about preparedness. She never panics at unexpected turns because she has already mapped multiple scenarios and backup plans. Her calm is rooted in awareness, not luck. While others scramble to catch up with chaos, she is already 10 steps ahead, adjusted and ready. This trait turns chaos into her greatest advantage. She navigates high-stakes moments with unshakable clarity, precision, and confidence. She turns stress into strategy and problems into pre-planned solutions. This is why she appears untouchable in storms. She is always fully prepared before the storm even arrives. Pressure never reveals weakness. It only amplifies the strength already hidden inside you. The Spicy Lady Sigma's resilience, clarity, and strategic focus under pressure are no accident. They are built through years of experience, intentional reflection, and consistent self-discipline. When the world around her collapses into chaos and emotion, she remains sharp, calm, and tactical. She turns fear into structure, failure into wisdom, scarcity into opportunity, and stress into strategy. Under pressure, her loyalty becomes intentional, her priorities become crystal clear, and her focus locks onto long-term growth over temporary satisfaction. When mistakes happen, she accepts them instantly, learns the lesson, and moves forward with calm intelligence. Her power is quiet, deliberate, and unperformative. She never showcases her strength for clout, announces her strategies for praise, or flaunts her victories for attention. True strength, she proves, is never about controlling others or gaining external applause. It is about mastering yourself, clarifying your mind, and acting decisively when life is at its hardest. Pressure does not break the Spicy Lady Sigma. It amplifies every rare, powerful part of who she truly is. If you embody these traits, you are not just strong, you are uniquely, unshakably powerful. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.